Good morning, everybody. It's another bright and early 4th of July today. Happy Independence Day to all our American friends out there. Yeah, I probably will post this video in a little while. I've been doing quite a few on the bounce lately, and I do think too much of me is probably, well, it's nothing. It's not really good, is it really? So, yeah, I just thought I'd do one while I'm sitting here waiting to try to give you guys an idea of how I feel it's best to make the most out of the CX. It is now. It's 10 to 7 in the morning, and I'm dropping my first job. Now, I think there's two things you need to consider. You need to consider time, and you need to consider location. We'll deal with time first. You want to get cracking as early as you possibly can. I mean, this morning I was up at 4:45. I had the job on board already, and this is the way I plan to do my day. So at 4:45, so I'll have my first job tipped by 7, half 7. And that puts me on decent money, so I already know I've got money under my belt for the day. And then I'll go out and I'll probably look for another 2, if I'm very lucky, 3 jobs. So 7, maybe 8 o'clock I might get me next one. That'll take me till 11, 12, and then 12 o'clock get me next one. That'll take me to around about 3. And out of those 3 jobs, I expect to bring in a reasonable amount of money. And then around about between 1 and 3, when I'm doing my third job, I'm going to start looking for a job for the morning. So ideally, what you want to do when you tip your third job at 3, 4 o'clock, then go and fetch the next job so it's on board, ready to go. And I will be looking for jobs either I can have on board that I can be delivering 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, or if I can't get one on board the night before, which you can't always, a job that I can pick up early tomorrow Friday. You get things coming out of XPO, Vauxhall, Euston. These places are open. Some of these places are open 24 hours. I've picked up XPO as early as 2 o'clock in the morning before. Not only because I couldn't sleep, but normally I'll be looking to get into a distribution depot tomorrow 5, 6. You can get in at 5. You can beat the traffic. You can do your 100 miles or whatever, and when you're tipping, when they're taking the school run or whatever, then go looking for your next one. So that's your time. So that way you can get 3 jobs in a day, because you want to be loaded. You want to be loaded the night before, or have a job booked the night before. If I get the night before and I'm not loaded and I haven't got a job, it makes me very uncomfortable, because it means I've got to get up early. The jobs start pinging up on the CX probably round about half 7, and then by about 8, half 8 it proper kicks into gear. I think between 8 and 9 o'clock is probably the best time, because that's when everybody's got into work and they're going, right, we better get this out, we better get this out. But again, if you don't get that until 8, then by the time you're there it's 9. And then, you know, you're going to be pushed to get your 3 jobs in one day. So that's one thing to consider. The other thing to consider is locations. There are good locations. Basically, anything up the M1 corridor, Leeds, Manchester, Liverpool are good. So you've got like North Wales, that's your Manchester, Liverpool. You've got South Wales, you've got Port Talbot, and then past Bristol things dry up. When you go past Ipswich, things dry up, and if you go up north, when you get past Newcastle, Manchester, it's a struggle. I'm finding this one myself. You can get jobs out of Aberdeen, but then there's that great big belt in the middle. So you've also got to think, when you're looking for your next job, okay, where's it, where am I picking, and where's it going to end me up? Oh, look, there's a lovely job. It's going from London. It's going to take me to Hunstanton. But I'm going to be in Hunstanton at 1 o'clock. What are the odds of me getting out of Hunstanton at 1 o'clock? Probably not great. So then you maybe want to quote them a bit more money on that job. That way, if you get stuck and you've got to come back with dead miles, so be it. And another thing you might want to think about, which is what I will be thinking about here, I'm down kind of Winchester way. When I finish here, rather than just sitting here and waiting for a job to ping out of here, what I will probably do is start making my way back towards the M25. Because if I can get back towards the M25, there's a better chance of me getting a job out Reading, Oxford way. And also, I might get a call from one of my regular customers, and they're all based in the Dunstable area. So if they ring me and I'm here, and they say we've got a job picking up in Bedford, and I'm 2 hours away, I'm too late. But if I'm by the 25 and I can go, well, I can be there in an hour, I've got half a chance. So that's how I do it. Now, you don't have to run like me. You might not want to. I mean, I'm going for this, but you might just think, well, I'm quite happy with 2 jobs a day. And if you can do 2 jobs a day in a long wheelbase or a decent a Luton van, you bring in 130, 140. You might squeeze a little job in as well, and you can still be bringing in a decent wage. But it's still my recommendation to start early. If you can get up, if you can even if you drag yourself out of bed at 7 o'clock in the morning, have a quick coffee. So you got your boots on, you got your fish, you got your coffee, you got your flask, and you're sitting in the van, rather than when the job pings up and you've got to go and kick it all into gear. Yeah, that's it. I hope that helps. For those of you out there that are finding it a bit of a struggle, I hope that does help. I'm going to go now because they're opening up, so I'm going to unload 50 packs, like kids' mattress sizings, of those plastic milk bottles that you buy in Waitrose, and go look for my next job. Hope you're all well. That's it. Take care, take money.